the Retail Jeweler channel, Salish Bhai. It is a pleasure to have you with us. We are all excited about the announcement of IIGS Virtual. The industry is as excited that IIGS is not only heralding the start of the festive season, but it is also a matrix for gauging the business sentiment of the industry. In these times especially, it is about hope, it is about the collective positivity of the industry. So what do you think the trade should make out of the preponement of the show that you have announced? Because earlier it was scheduled for January.
Okay. Physical show is scheduled for January. There was a lot of hopes on the August show. So what we are doing by virtual show of this in the month of October is actually replacing the August show. Is being now done by virtual month of October 2020, 12 to 16.
Considering that there have been no other shows and in near horizon there won't be any other trade shows, what is your expectation from IIGS?
If everybody does their work in the right way and understands how the virtual world is supposed to work, then it will be a very good show. It will be a learning for a lot of people. I also understand that part because where we come from in our world, virtual is very, very new subject. And we are so much used to physical shows. You know, we would like to feel the jewelry, we would like to touch the jewelry, we would like to see the movement of the jewelry before you actually go and buy. Other than that, I see that people will have no challenges as far as virtual is concerned. We have made it very simple. We have made it very easy for anybody to operate.
You rightly pointed out that the industry's tech savviness is doubtful. And you mentioned that you have taken as much care as you can to make the show very user-friendly. So can you tell us a little more about...
Biggest problem I personally feel is people going to, if you have to write down, say, a word like, say, Bajuband or Kamar Patta. So, you know, where do you start? Or Jhumki, you know, whether Jhumki will be with a G or a J. So what we have done is we have done everything like drop down. You will get the same drop down in Hindi. So you have to choose your language before you get into the show. So if you've chosen your language as Hindi, you will be able to read Jhumki in Hindi. You will be able to read Jhumki. And everything is a drop down. You don't have to write anything. Training videos going out starting within the next 24 hours. And people will figure out how to register. Already the registration videos are out. Then how to get into the show, how to look at the show, how to look at your products, how to look at their suppliers. So all those kind of videos are going to be out very soon.
I believe this year the retailer registration is free of cost. IIGS is a lot more inviting. How are you restricting the quality of retailers so that the manufacturers get quality visitors?
If you have visited IIGS in your previous years, and you already have a badge, that means we have all your information with us. And then only you are able to register yourself. If we do not have information about you, then you will not be able to register yourself. You have to go through the whole process of registration, and council registration process is quite tedious. The entering of the booth is only by appointment. The scheduling of the meeting rooms will open up from the 5th.
So you're saying that retailers who are interested in joining IIGS Virtual can start pre-booking their meetings with their chosen vendors?
People can just log in with their phone number and they can enter the show. Whatever product they want to search, they can search it by product category, product type, or if they know that they want to go to this particular company, they just write the company name and you are into his booth and see his product catalog. But you will only be able to see 25 photographs of that company's products. If you want to see more products, you have to send a request, and then it is up to me as a seller whether I want to accept you or not. And if you're a genuine buyer, the seller will always say yes.
To use their time effectively before going into the virtual show, I think it is advisable that they go to each of the manufacturers and maybe, if permitted, even do their initial online browsing and selection so that they can make good use of their virtual interaction.
Yeah, so the idea is this, that whatever you like out of my booth, okay, you select that and I will know that this is the product that Soma has liked. So when Soma takes an appointment with me, I am discussing those products and I'm showing you those products, because right till then you are only seeing photographs. When you come to me, I'll show you the live products, live call like this. I will be able to show you the actual products.
I get an understanding that probably a retailer who is very interested and initiated to use this opportunity to hunt for new designs and maybe hunt for new vendors, this could be a far more efficient and effective way to utilize their buying time as compared to maybe a physical store where you have limitations of what you can see within an hour or so.
Yes, yes.
So now that the show is happening, what is your message to the trade?
All those who have not participated in this show, please also come and look at this show so that hopefully you'll be able to participate next time. COVID is here to stay for a longer time than what we are anticipating. And I think to get into a physical show for some time is going to be a challenge. Even if COVID slows down, I don't think the government of India is going to give us a permission for a very large congregation of some 35, 40, 50,000 people. For some time, it is all going to be about virtual only. Once you look at it virtually, how to look at it physically can always be worked out between the buyer and the seller. Okay, but if you expect that a seller will come with a whole line that he would normally carry in a show to your shop, it is not going to be ever possible. So at least you can shorten the list. So I would suggest to both buyer and seller that virtual is the way forward. I know that a lot of people have said नहीं मजा नहीं आता है virtual में, कुछ पता नहीं चलता है, कुछ समझ नहीं गिरता है. So I think people, as time goes by, I remember the very first show that we were doing at World Trade Center, like handful of 40-50 booths. And that time also, we were busy into that 50 booth, and now that we have, few thousands of booths, we are still busy in the few thousands of booths also. So this is like that only, that it is a start, and then this will be the way forward.
I'm sure that IIGS Virtual will live up to the reputation of the IIGS ground event in every way possible. After all, it has been the longest running and the largest and the most successful show in India. And like you said, I completely agree with you that it's a great opportunity for the entire industry, retailers and manufacturers included, to educate themselves, even from a learning perspective of how to move their business to the online platform, be it for the consumers, be it for buying, be it for selling. I think it's a great education platform, and it could, like you said, it is the precursor of the future that awaits us, because COVID is here for as long as we can see, and online is the only way forward.
I have one more word to put in. To all the buyers specifically, you will not be able to enter the show from the 12th. So no meetings that you will try to conduct will be there possible on your phone. You will have to enter through a laptop or a desktop. That is the best way that you are going to enjoy the show and enjoy the products. So my request is that please upgrade your laptop or your desktop to better graphic card and to better Mbps speed. Otherwise, if the speed of your internet is not very good, eventually to get you tired and say it is not working, and you will shut it down. But technically speaking, if you just take care little bit about your service and your computer, I am very sure you will enjoy the show, and you will have lot to see and lot to learn.
Are you suggesting that they view it from a laptop, obviously because the viewing experience will be better, or are you saying that you have restricted viewing from a phone?
We have restricted viewing from a phone.
Like you suggested, I think all retailers should now gear up to get into high-speed mode, not only for preparing for visiting IIGS Virtual, but also of technologically upgrading their systems, because you people have done a lot, knowing that times are tough. knowing that there is a physical, geographical challenge in visiting vendors, I think this is the biggest show that is happening, and probably in the next few months, this could be the only show that would be happening in the country. So they need to make the most of it, and I'm sure they will. So thank you so much, Sailesh bhai. Thank you for your time.